Hey, good morning, everyone. We're going to be doing now part six, I think. Yeah, part six of our Let's Make an Adventure series. We've been going through the last one. We worked on our one of our contact allies, or contact ally NPCs, excuse me. And we talked about where's he at here? Our bugbear, gladiator, ranger character who went out and ranging into the jungle, encountered the main antagonist and their lieutenant, but has a mistaken impression on what they were doing out there. But even so, that mistaken impression can guide the players out there to see what's going on. So we got some good stuff with our one of our contacts. Excuse me. So let's look at our. We're going to spend today's session talking about our second contact. Now, when we kind of laid out the foundations for each of those, we decided that we're going to go with for the second one, a Hadozi, who's a famous or celebrity adventurer scion, and a warlock. So let's go find some information about Hadozi, and they are in Spelljammer. Now, this process I'm walking through, just kind of like a little side tangent here. If all you have is the player's handbook, DM's guide, monster manual, then that's good. You'll have enough to draw on. You can still kind of follow this same process. I just happen to own a few more resources, so I have more things I can draw from. But the process still works. If all you're working with is player's handbook, DM's guide, and monster manual. Okay, so where are we at here? Let's go find the Hadozi. Spelljammer. Here they are. Okay, gonna take a look at them. Okay, so their progenitors were mammals no bigger than house cats. Hunted by larger natural predators, they took to the trees and evolved wing-like flaps that enabled them to glide from branch to branch. So that's kind of neat. I like that. And I imagine these settlements, these Hadozi settlements, are kind of similar to like Ewok villages from Return of the Jedi, like up in the trees, because Ewoks had a similar backstory as well. Endor was full of terrible and large, predatory monsters down on the surface, so they developed their civilization up in the treetops. Now today they are sapient, bipedal beings. They want to leave behind the fearsome predators of their homeworld and explore other worlds. And hence, I guess they got into the spelljamming universe. They are natural climbers. They have feet that are as dexterous as hands, even to the extent of having opposable thumbs. That's helpful. And the membranes on their skin hang loosely from their arms. When they stretch out, they can glide. Which probably is why another reason that they develop their settlements up in the trees. You can kind of get easy from access from one tree to another. Just kind of stretch out and jump. And then they keep them warm. Okay, that's good. All right, so size, medium, speed, 30, normal. Dexterous feet. Okay, as a bonus action, you can use your feet to manipulate an object, open a door, close a container, and such. Okay. So if your hands are full, you can use your bonus action to do that. And you can glide. You got to be at least 10 feet above the ground. A reaction to extend your membrane. Horizontally, you glide out horizontally equal to 30 feet, your walking feet, and take 0 damage. And you can guide the direction of your glide. Cool. Hadozi Dodge, the magic that runs in your veins heightens your natural defenses, and when you take damage, you can use your reaction to roll a d6. Add your proficiency bonus to the number rolled. Reduce. Okay, so they're real quick on their feet. Number of times equal today your proficiency bonus. Okay. Long rest. Okay, so what can we take from excuse me, this description? Oh, sorry. Yeah, they look pretty cool. So what can we take from this description here? So if we have one on this world, the whole theme of the Hadozi is that it's like an exodus, right? They wanted to leave their home world because it was terrible. So imagine different sects of these Hadozi go in different directions, out into wild space, out into the astral sea. Some land in different worlds. That's why they're a prolific spell jamming race. Now the ones who landed here on our world that were the story we're working on. We're going to say we have some of those who made their way here. And for simplicity's sake, let's just say their spelljamming ship is no longer functional, no longer in existence. We don't want our first level players running into spelljamming ships and getting off the world when we're trying to keep them here and into the story. So yeah, we kind of want to make sure that spell jamming ship is not available for the players. It's probably long, rotted away. Okay, so now if our contact ally is a warlock, let's go. Let me go to my. Let's go warlocks. Game rules. Warlocks. So I'm thinking, we don't have an evil person here, like or a malicious person here. So we don't want a patron that reflects that maliciousness. If we have a contact, this person's an ally, a friend, someone who can be relied on. So the patron should, reflect that. So if we, look through some of here, like maybe Archfey, because we already got an established Fey theme going on, so that's a good option. Celestial, Fathomless, nah. Fiend, nah. Genie, Old One, nah. Hexblade, Undead, nah. I don't like any of those for this one, for this character. If I had to choose, I'd go Archfey or Celestial. Let me make sure Celestial's in one of my resources. Do I have this? The Celestial? Okay, I do have it. Okay. What do they do? Powerful being of the upper planes, you have bound yourself to an ancient Empyrean, Solar, Kirin, Unicorn, or other entity that arises in the planes of everlasting bliss. That's nice. Your pact with that being allows you to experience the barest touch of the holy light that illuminates the multiverse. Now let's go check out Fae. That's the Archfey is standard in the player's handbook, I think. A lord or lady of the Fae, a creature of legend who holds secrets that were forgotten before the mortal races were born. These beings' motivations are often inscrutable, sometimes whimsical, yep, fair like that, and might involve a striving for greater magical power or settling of age-old grudges. Because of this, beings of this include the Prince of Frost, Queen of Air and Darkness, ruler of the Glamoring Court, Titiana of the Summer Court, or Titania of the Summer Court, her consort Oberon. So various examples of arch fae that we could go with. Okay, I'm kind of like half and half on these. So let's fate decide. So it's gonna roll. An odd will be archfey. An even number will be celestial. Okay, we're gonna go archfey, which fits the what we're doing. Okay, so where are we at here? Okay, patron is an archfey, a benevolent one. We don't want like evil, unseelie fey in this character because this character is designed to help out the players, not oppose them. So benevolent. Okay. Now let's do what we did with our other contact here. The what was it? The bugbear. We're gonna go into my DM's guide. Okay. Let's go to the NPC section. Here we are. Let's go to designing NPCs. Now, there's only a couple of these tables I deal with. I see I'm not too interested in appearance or abilities. This is the kind of stuff I'm going to decide later. Talents, name, mannerisms, interactions. I'll decide that as I'm role playing. Bonds. Okay, I do like bonds. Okay, so let's take a look at bonds because that kind of motivates the behavior. So we got a 9. What is a 9? Out for revenge. Hmm. Not bad. Not bad. That's definitely doable here. Because, revenge isn't always an evil thing. Good people could want revenge as well against something evil that harmed them. Maybe the thing that chased away, their settlement. Maybe on the way to this world, they had some issues there because don't forget this person is a famous Hadozzi's descendant. So we got to keep that in mind too. So out for revenge might work. What do we got here? Let's go to a Flora secret. Let's do that too. All right, so we got a three. What's that going to be? Arrogance. That goes well with being a famous person's son. They're often arrogant, right? Now, because it's a flaw or a secret, we got to make that matter in the game. Like this arrogance has to come into play somehow, maybe to the detriment of the players, not like in a malicious way, but perhaps this character makes a bad decision that affects the players negatively. Not that he's trying to hurt the players, but his arrogance, causes some issues. Okay, I like that. So that's what we're gonna go with. I'm gonna put this in here. Okay, here we are. As a bond, is out for revenge and has a weakness. Is, I'm going to say, highly arrogant. Comes from being descendant of a famous Hadozi adventurer. Yeah, I gotta spell better. Descendant. All right. All right. So what else about this person? Who are we out for revenge for? That's a big question, right? Who are we out for revenge for? Now, a famous adventurer is likely becomes famous because of a great sacrifice. So perhaps this ancestor of our Hadaze character had to perform a great sacrifice in order to ensure the safety of their settlement and the arrival of their settlement onto this world. Okay, so what? Now these aren't powerful characters, so we can't make the thing he wants revenge against a like an ancient red dragon, right? That's not going to make sense. This is a level one character. If he wants a revenge against an ancient red dragon, he's going to have to wait a while, or she, whatever we decide is going to be later. All right, well, let's go take a look. Let's see if we can get some ideas. Let's go back to okay. Let's go back to Spelljammer, and I'm going to go into the menagerie. See if anything stands out here. Something they could be. He could have. They could be. He can want revenge against. And Master elves. Nah, Master elves aren't evil per se. Let's see. Other Fae maybe. Gifts. Nah. Githyanki. They're always good. They're always a good multi-planar villain to fall on. Githyanki. Maybe another Hadozi. Maybe they were fighting. Maybe they were having to fight another Hadozi settlement to get to where they are. No, I don't think so. Because when you have a race that's like under like a constant siege mentality, they tend to bond together and not want to fight each other. And the Hadozi historically have always kind of had been like under siege by all these terrible predators that live on their world. Dragons, maybe a dragon, a lunar dragon. That's not going to come into play in this game, in this adventure. We want something that may come into play. The Yogi are cool. The nasty spider creatures. That might be something. We'll come back to that. Plasmoids, Sirlons, Rygar, Scavers, more solar dragons, space clowns, space guppies, Thrykeens, vampires, I'm gonna go to Nyogi. Let's go check some Nyogi out, just to see what our ally wants revenge against. Because if it's something that we can access, then that could lead into a side quest. That's why we don't want it something too otherworldly, because if it's otherworldly, it's going to be irrelevant to the story and not generate us any side quests. Where do we go? Yogi. Okay. Yeah, these are the nasty, overgrown spiders with eel necks and heads. All right, so a hatchling swarm. Okay, that's a pirate. What's our CR for a pirate? 3. Well, that's not bad. Pirate 3, a void hunter. We're looking at a CR 4, getting a little higher. No, maybe a pirate. I think a pirate would work. Okay, so Neogi pirates are adult Neogi that serve as crew members aboard night spiders. Yeah, those really disturbing looking ships. Make no distinction between individuals aside from the ability that given creature has to control others, and they don't comprehend the emotional aspects of existence that humans and similar beings experience. To a Neogi, hatred is a foreign sensation as love, and showing loyalty in the absence of authority is foolishness. Neogi pirates mark themselves and those they capture through the use of dyes, transformational magic, other markings to intended to signify rank, achievements, and the individual abilities leader. The identity of the leader. Okay, that's how they identify each other and their place in the hierarchy, and they defer to those of higher station or risk harsh punishment. Okay, so I think we have a surviving Neogi pirate that survived. Well, now the battle was so long ago, right? I don't think we maybe we do. Does it say anything about their longevity? How long they live? Don't. Okay. Well, they are magical beings, right? So what does the pirate do? Mental fortitude, so advantage on saving throws against that stuff. Spider climb, multi attacks. Okay, but nothing like magical or anything. Hmm. I'm now having second thoughts. It has to be something that lives long enough so that this character can can engage with it and seek revenge on it. If this was something that happened, a century or so ago, that happened to our character's ancestor, then we may have too much time between. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to go with Yogi. It sounded cool in the beginning, but the more we think about it, I'm not sure that's the right way to go. So let's think of something else. So what is we were going to go with challenge rating 3, right? I think the pirate is a 3. Let's find something 3 that's more native to the world. All right, so let's go up. We're going to wrap up here soon. I just want to find something that we can put our ally against, some kind of revenge. Let's go to tools, encounters. Okay, let me clear these filters. And then we're just going to go to challenge rating 3. Okay, there's going to be a lot in challenge rating 3. Um, so to kind of help, I'll just roll by monster type. Let's see, what do we got? An 11 monster type. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A monstrosity. Yuan-Ti, hook horrors, displacer beast, carrion stalker, basilisk. Basilisk. I'm going to pass on the Yuan-Ti. I got another adventure that deals with them. Doppelgangers. No, I'm not going to deal with them. I got some, yeah, Manticore, Minotaur. Minotaur. All right, so out of all of these, what I think makes the most sense and that I think we can fit would be a Minotaur. Let's open that up. Because they're not just mindless savages. I mean, well, they're not that smart, actually. I mean, I might need to take that statement back. So I see an intelligence of 6 here. All right, let's try one more roll. If we don't get something we like after this roll, then we'll design an NPC that this person wants to have revenge against. I like to try to find monsters because they make a little bit more interesting stories, make a little more variety and diverse. Oh, undead. So 14 is the last one, undead. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I think we got something here. Deathlock White. The forging of a pact between a warlock and a patron is no minor occasion. The consequences of breaking that pact can be dire. Okay, okay. I think we got something here. So we got a. Here's my thinking. We got a Deathlock White, right? This was a former warlock. The Hadozi character we're developing is also a warlock with a fiend. I'm sorry, not fiend. A Fey, Archfey as their patron. So maybe this person here, we're looking at this Deathlock White, also served the same patron, engaged in some act of treachery, was and greatly impacted the patron. Obviously, didn't destroy it because our character is still serving, but did something that greatly impacted it and became cursed. And that action by the patron to become a white, and that action is what spawned our character's desire for revenge. Okay, let me notate that. Okay, so out for revenge. Former fellow warlock betrayed them somehow, caused great harm, but did not destroy. Cursed by patron to be a Deathlock White. And perhaps our Deathlock White also wants revenge. Maybe, it doesn't appreciate it being turned into an undead, monster. And if our Hadozi friend is still alive, which he or she is, then we have something. We got some beef here. So we got some beef between two NPCs that we can get the characters wrapped up in. All right, I like that. I want to come up with more on this one though. Let's see. Highly arrogant comes from the descendant. Because for our first contact, we had a good bit of information. Kind of came up with some good ideas on that. So I want to come up with some more, at least to match that. So that way, they're kind of even. But we're going to have to do that next time because we are kind of out of time now. We are going to continue our Hadozi character in our next video, but we got some good progress on it. And when we finish that one, then we move on to our GIF Folk Hero Sorcerer. All right, friends, well, have a good day. I hope everyone has a safe day, and I'll see you next time. Take care.